Have you ever strolled through the produce aisle and wondered which vegetables are truly worth adding to your daily menu, especially when you're over 60 or 70 and care deeply about safeguarding your health? Long gone are the days when a quick iceberg lettuce salad and a slice of tomato could pass as a nutritious vegetable intake. As you age, your body's nutritional needs sharpen, and the benefits you get from certain nutrient-dense veggies can tip the scales between merely getting by and genuinely thriving. Researchers, nutritionists, and many centenarians around the world all point to a recurring theme. Vegetables loaded with vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants hold particular power in keeping your body strong, your mind sharp, and your immune system resilient. In fact, some scientists believe that consistently eating the right vegetables can help offset the natural aging process, keeping inflammation low, aiding digestion, and even offering mild protection against certain age diseases. In this conversation, we'll talk about 6 such miracle vegetables. Those you might consider incorporating every single day if your goal is to stay healthy and potentially reach that impressive milestone of living to 100. Imagine stepping into your kitchen each morning, ready to whip up a meal that nourishes your bones, brain, and heart all at once. The first vegetable that often comes to mind in these longevity discussions is dark leafy greens, such as spinach, kale, and collard greens. While there are subtle differences among them, kale's curly edges, collard's wide, sturdy leaves, and spinach's delicate texture, they all bring a robust dose of essential micronutrients. Think iron, calcium, folate, and vitamins C, E, and K. For seniors, calcium helps maintain bone strength, iron supports red blood cell function, and folate is important for proper cell division. Meanwhile, vitamin K plays a crucial role in blood clotting and bone metabolism. Some older adults shy away from these greens due to fear of bitterness, but simple cooking methods or the addition of mild seasonings can balance the flavor. Many seniors blend spinach into a morning smoothie along with fruit or stir kale into a hearty soup. Another key advantage of these greens is their supply of nitrates, which the body can convert into nitric oxide, a compound that promotes vasodilation, meaning your blood vessels widen, improving circulation. When you're in your 70s or beyond, healthy blood flow is vital for stable energy, cognition, and cardiovascular well-being. Consuming these greens every day might not be an instantly dramatic transformation, but over months and years, they can help reduce blood pressure, cushion your joints with an anti-inflammatory effect, and keep your digestive system comfortably regular thanks to fiber. The synergy of these nutrients supports not just physical health, but also mental clarity, as improved circulation and stable nutrients feed the brain. If you're concerned about raw kale's toughness or the possibility of spinach's oxalates affecting kidney stones, you can lightly steam or sauté them, or rotate different leafy greens in your diet. The point is to keep them on your plate daily in some form. Salads, soups, stir-fries, or even a side dish gently cooked with garlic and olive oil. When you talk about living to 100, one major health threat to watch out for is chronic diseases like cancer, which is where cruciferous vegetables step up as another daily must. This family includes broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. All are laced with sulfur-inhaling compounds such as sulforaphane, known in many nutrition studies to help protect cells from damage. These vegetables are often singled out for their potential anti-cancer properties because once you chew them, an enzymatic process releases protective phytochemicals. Seniors specifically benefit because as the body ages, your cells may not repair damage from toxins as swiftly, leaving you more susceptible to cellular abnormalities. The fiber content here also fosters good gut health, something that's increasingly recognized as central to immunity and overall resilience. Broccoli florets in a stir-fry, roasted cauliflower as a side dish, or shredded cabbage in a fresh slaw can be quick daily options. If you find Brussels sprouts a little too strong in flavor, experiment with roasting them until caramelized, which brings out a mild sweetness. Or if cabbage feels dull, toss it with some lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil, and a pinch of salt for a crunchy salad. The trick is consistency. A simple portion each day, maybe half a cup of cooked broccoli at lunch, or a side of roasted cauliflower with dinner, can gradually saturate your system with these cancer-fighting, immune-boosting compounds. Seniors who consistently include cruciferous veggies often report better digestion, improved bowel regularity, and overall vitality. Researchers also suggest that these vegetables might help modulate estrogen metabolism, important for both men and women in older age. Considering how widely available they are and the variety of cooking methods, it's not difficult to incorporate them daily, even if just a bit at a time. Moving on from the green side of the spectrum, tomatoes stand out as a must-eat miracle vegetable for older adults. Although botanically a fruit, we treat them as vegetables in the kitchen. Packed with lycopene, a potent antioxidant, tomatoes have been linked to heart health and a reduced risk of certain cancers, especially prostate cancer. For seniors, the benefits stretch further. Lycopene helps combat oxidative stress in various tissues, and some studies link it to improved skin health, something that can matter if you want to keep your skin sturdy and avoid bruising. The beauty of tomatoes is their adaptability. Whether sliced fresh in a sandwich, cooked into a hearty sauce, or blended into a soup, you can find ways to enjoy them daily without it feeling repetitive. Cooked tomatoes, interestingly, sometimes offer more bioavailable lycopene than raw, thanks to heat breaking down cell walls. Drizzle them with a bit of olive oil and you enhance absorption even further. This synergy of healthy fats plus the tomato's phytonutrients creates a nutritional boost. Additionally, tomatoes supply vitamin C and potassium, useful for your immune system and heart function respectively. If the acidity bothers you, consider low-acid tomato varieties or mix them with gentler veggies to reduce the tang. Combined with basil, garlic, or onions, tomatoes transform into a base for countless dishes that anchor the Mediterranean diet, often touted for longevity. And if you want to push the envelope on flavor, try them in a slow-simmered sauce with olive oil, onions, and fresh herbs, creating a versatile topping for whole-grain pasta, lean proteins, or vegetables. Over time, the daily presence of tomatoes might become a comforting routine, giving you bursts of color and taste as well as a steady infusion of protective antioxidants. Bell peppers, particularly the bright red and orange varieties, rate highly among miracle vegetables for seniors. They pack a considerable dose of vitamin C, more than many fruits, plus beta-carotene, which your body can convert to vitamin A, essential for eye health and immune defense. Often overshadowed by spicier peppers, these sweet bell peppers can be mild enough for sensitive stomachs, making them an easy daily addition for older adults. You might slice them into a salad, sauté them with onions for a fajita-style dish, or stuff them with a protein-rich filling. Each bite not only delights with crunchy sweetness, but also delivers fiber and a range of minerals. Many seniors face dryness or thinning in their skin, hair, and nails, and the nutrients in bell peppers can lend support to maintaining strong tissues. Beta-carotene also plays a role in eye health, which is increasingly important if you want to keep reading fine print or appreciate the subtle details of your surroundings in later years. Additionally, the antioxidants in bell peppers, including various flavonoids, can help quell chronic inflammation that leads to joint discomfort or even more serious conditions if unaddressed. If your arthritic knees trouble you, consider that a daily intake of anti-inflammatory vegetables might, over time, reduce flare-ins. Let bell peppers stand as a sweet alternative to darker greens if you want variety in flavor and texture. And if raw peppers cause any discomfort, lightly roasting or grilling them can dial down the intensity while keeping most nutrients intact. Over weeks, you might discover that consistently eating bell peppers brightens not just your plate, but your sense of overall well-being. Garlic and onions, though often treated as flavor enhancers rather than main vegetables, are nutritional powerhouses that belong on your daily list. Seniors can particularly benefit from their sulfur compounds, such as allicin in garlic, that have been associated with antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties. Over a lifetime, your immune system endures a barrage of attacks from pathogens and free radicals, and older adults can find themselves more vulnerable to infections or slow-healing wounds. Incorporating garlic and onions daily can subtly bolster immune defenses. You might mince fresh garlic into salads, soups, or sauces, or sauté onions to start nearly any savory dish. Yes, they can cause some breath odor, but you can mitigate that with parsley or other fresh herbs, or simply accept it as a small trade-off for the protective benefits. Some seniors also appreciate that garlic can help modulate blood pressure, though it's not a cure-all. Meanwhile, onions provide quercetin, another antioxidant that supports cardiovascular health. If raw onion proves too pungent, try gently caramelizing it or pickling thin slices in vinegar for a milder flavor. Over time, these pungent veggies can help keep your cardiovascular system more flexible, your immunity more alert, and your digestion supported. It's not about scarfing down whole cloves, but weaving them into meals consistently. Morning omelets, midday sandwiches, or evening soups. Some older adults find that cooking with garlic daily helps them reduce their reliance on salt for flavor, thus supporting better blood pressure management. The synergy with other vegetables like tomatoes and leafy greens further multiplies the protective effects. Reminiscent of traditional cuisines in regions known for high longevity rates, such as certain parts of Italy and Greece. Finally, let's address a category that includes carrots, sweet potatoes, and other orange-hued root vegetables. These bright, sweet, starchy vegetables brimming with beta-carotene are critical for vision, skin, and immune function. Seniors, in particular, are prone to eye conditions like macular degeneration, so ensuring robust vitamin A levels through daily consumption of carrots or sweet potatoes can be meaningful. Beta-carotene is also an antioxidant that helps neutralize free radicals, playing a role in overall tissue maintenance. Picture a simple routine of enjoying a small baked sweet potato with your lunch, or chopping carrots into a salad or soup daily. Over time, the steady infusion of these nutrients might keep your night vision sharper and your skin less prone to dryness or easy bruising. Another bonus is that sweet potatoes contain fiber and a suite of vitamins, from vitamin C to some B vitamins, supporting digestion and metabolic processes. If you worry about blood sugar, note that while sweet potatoes have carbs, their fiber helps slow digestion, preventing rapid spikes in glucose for many individuals. Combined with leafy greens or lean protein, they can form a balanced meal that stabilizes your energy. Carrots, too, are quite versatile. From raw snacking sticks to cooked puree, or even grated into a mild slaw. Some older adults find that lightly steaming carrots or sweet potatoes makes them easier on the teeth and gastrointestinal tract without losing too many nutrients. If you really want variety, you can also try butternut squash or pumpkin, which share similar qualities. Think of these orange vegetables as a cheerful, naturally sweet component of your daily menu, fueling your body with the beta-carotene needed to keep that sparkle in your eyes and a bounce in your step. So we've explored 6 categories of vegetables. Dark leafy greens, cruciferous favorites, tomatoes, bell peppers, garlic and onions, and the orange root veggies that collectively supply a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber, crucial to sustaining seniors' health. You might be wondering, do I truly need all these every single day? Ideally, yes, but in practical terms, as long as each category makes a consistent appearance across your daily or weekly meals, you'll be reaping the synergy of nutrients. The idea is variety plus consistency. One day, a big salad with spinach, broccoli, florets, chopped tomatoes, and onion dressing might do the trick. Another day, a roasted sweet potato can pair with kale sautéed in garlic and a side of sliced bell peppers. The combinations are endless, meaning you don't have to fear monotony. If the flavor seems too vegetable-heavy, experiment with herbs, healthy oils, or mild spices, or blend them into soups, stews, or smoothies if chewing is a concern. The key is to recognize that seniors require robust nutritional support as the years progress, and these vegetables are like mini medical kits disguised in edible form. Why daily? Because your body thrives on regular nourishment. One big plate of veggies once a week won't store enough vitamins or antioxidants to carry you until the next. Aging cells need a constant supply of protective compounds to fight off oxidative stress. Bones crave daily reinforcement of calcium and vitamin K. Immune cells need consistent vitamins C, A, and essential minerals. If you skip too many days, you might find yourself in a cycle of low intake, partial deficiency, or at best, a patchy coverage of nutrients. A daily habit cements these benefits, ensuring you have a stable baseline from which your body can handle sudden challenges like an infection, minor injuries, or general wear and tear. Over the longer term, these vegetables can help you keep your mind alert, your digestion smoother, and your cardiovascular system humming along. That's how you lay a foundation for a healthier life that might inch you closer to the possibility of living to 100, or at least living with better function in the years you do have. Skeptics might say, can't a multivitamin do the same job? While supplements can cover certain deficiencies, nothing beats the synergy found in whole foods, where fiber, antioxidants, and phytochemicals all merge to create effects that science is still unraveling. The act of chewing raw vegetables, for instance, stimulates saliva production, aiding digestion. Cooking them lightly can transform certain compounds, making them more accessible. Each color on your plate correlates with different protective elements, from the chlorophyll of leafy greens to the anthocyanins in certain peppers or tomatoes. Thus, you can't quite replicate it all in a single pill. Besides, the texture and flavor of vegetables add to the enjoyment of meals, which can encourage mindful eating and a sense of satisfaction. Some older adults find that focusing on these miracle vegetables also reduces their intake of heavier, calorie-laden foods that might sap energy or lead to weight gain. By filling up on nutrient-rich veggies, you naturally streamline your diet to better align with the needs of an aging metabolism. Your digestive system also benefits, as fiber fosters a healthier gut microbiome, linked to everything from immune function to mood regulation. Of course, it's wise to consider individual differences. If you have kidney issues, for instance, you may need to moderate potassium-rich vegetables. If you take certain blood thinners, you might want to keep your vitamin K intake relatively consistent. So talk to your doctor about how many leafy greens to include. If raw onions aggravate your acid reflux, you might cook them instead. The beauty of having 6 distinct veggie categories is that you can shift emphasis as needed while still obtaining a wide nutritional range. Some days might be heavier on spinach and tomatoes, another day more reliant on broccoli and sweet potatoes, but overall you're hitting each category over the course of a few meals. The daily principle is that each day should see at least a sprinkling from multiple categories if possible, ensuring you keep your nutritional bank full. If certain vegetables are out of season or pricier, consider frozen versions, which can still be nutrient-dense, or branch out to local produce in season for peak flavor and cost savings. Another question older adults sometimes ask is, if I start now, in my 70s or 80s, can I still see real benefits? Absolutely. It's never too late to begin cleaning up your diet and focusing on produce known to fortify health. Many seniors in their mid-70s or 80s discover that after a few weeks of daily vegetables, they have improved bowel regularity, better energy upon waking, and a modest but noticeable improvement in blood pressure or blood sugar control. Over months, some see improved lab results at the doctor's office, like lower bad LDL cholesterol or stable vitamin levels, leading to a possible reduction in medication dosage. The intangible benefits also matter: sustaining mental alertness, staying physically capable for tasks like walking or light chores, and feeling that subtle confidence in your body's ability to handle daily life. In a broader sense, the older you get, the more these protective foods matter, because your margin for error narrows. A young person might get away with a poor diet for a while, but in your later years, every advantage helps. And if reaching 100 is your dream, consistent nourishment with these vegetables can be part of the blueprint, alongside staying active, maintaining a stable social network, and managing stress. The lessons from various blue zones worldwide, where people routinely live past 90 or 100, highlight plant-centric diets as a major factor. If you're unsure how to incorporate all 6 categories in your routine, try a simple day's meal plan as a model. In the morning, maybe you whip up an omelet with spinach and a bit of onion, accompanied by a small side of sliced tomatoes. At lunch, a bowl of soup featuring broccoli and some carrot chunks, or sweet potato might do. Sprinkle in some garlic for flavor. Come dinner time, you can grill or roast bell peppers next to lean meat or fish, and serve a side of kale or collard greens, lightly sautéed with onions. By the end of the day, you've touched upon leafy greens, cruciferous veggies, tomatoes, peppers, garlic/onions, and an orange root veg or two. Of course, you can rearrange these according to taste. Some older adults prefer raw veggies at lunch, cooked ones at dinner, or they might snack on carrots between meals. The key is variety and frequency. Once you find your stride, you can tweak recipes, swap different grains, or experiment with seasoning. If cooking for yourself feels daunting, consider batch cooking soups or stews, loaded with vegetables to freeze and reheat in portions. That ensures daily access to nutrient-dense meals without the daily chore. Another note is to remain mindful of portion sizes. You don't need a giant bowl of each vegetable. Portions can be moderate but consistent. A handful of spinach in your morning scrambled eggs, a half cup of broccoli with lunch, a few slices of tomato or bell pepper at dinner, a small sweet potato or carrot-based dish, plus the onions and garlic in the cooking base. The idea is to let them star in every meal, not just cameo once in a while. Over time, your palate adapts, and you may even start craving these fresh flavors. Many seniors realize they no longer desire heavily salted or sugary foods once their taste buds acclimate to the vibrancy of vegetables. It's a gentle shift toward a palate that appreciates subtle sweetness and natural flavors. That shift alone can reduce your intake of questionable additives or excessive sodium, further supporting healthy blood pressure and body weight. Of course, no single change can guarantee you'll live to 100, but adopting a routine that includes these miracle vegetables daily is a powerful stride in that direction. Combine it with moderate exercise like short walks, light stretching, or yoga, a stable sleep pattern, social engagement, and stress management, and you've crafted a lifestyle that fosters longevity. The significance of these vegetables isn't just in single nutrients, but in their synergy and consistency. Day after day, they deliver the building blocks for a strong heart, agile mind, and resilient immune system. Suppose you become known as the grandparent who always has fresh veggies on the table. That could be a great legacy, demonstrating to younger generations the vitality that springs from a well-curated diet. Whether or not you reach 100, you'll likely savor your 70s, 80s, and 90s with more vigor, independence, and joy. In summary, the 6 vegetables seniors should eat daily to stay healthy and boost their odds of a long, active life are dark leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, tomatoes, bell peppers, garlic and onions, and orange root veggies like carrots or sweet potatoes. Each group brings unique strengths, from crucial bone support and cancer-fighting properties to improved circulation and sharper brain function. The best approach is weaving them into most meals, rotating which ones star prominently. Embrace the variety of colors, green, red, orange, and the distinctive flavors that, together, protect nearly every organ system. After all, fueling your body is more than just meeting daily nutrient quotas. It's about forging a life of comfort, clarity, and capability, even as the years pass. Let these miracle vegetables be a daily staple, a tangible investment in your well-being. Over time, the difference can be profound. Stronger bones, a sharper mind, a happier gut, steadier blood pressure, and a sense of connectedness to the simple yet powerful rhythms of nature's best foods. In a world that sometimes seeks quick fixes in powders or pills, remember that the produce aisle at your grocery store holds real, time-ready allies for healthy aging. And if living to 100 is on your horizon, or you simply aim for the best quality of life possible, these vegetables can be your faithful companions each step of the way.